Okay, Blue. We need to feed the cow, the pig, and the sheep.
Bark, bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Well, I'm not sure what to feed them. Let's just find something they'll eat, and what they won't eat.
Bark, bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Okay. We'll start with the pig.
Bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Maybe pigs like to eat fruits and vegetables. So let's feed it an apple and a carrot. Hey, look at that. The pig is eating.
Bark. Bark, bark, bark.
Yeah. He really loves fruits and vegetables. Glad you liked it, pig. You may go now. Okay. Now let's feed the cow.
Bark, bark. Bark, 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 bark.
I think cows eat hay, or grass.
Bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Good idea. We should feed the cow hay.
Bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Yeah. He really loves that hay. You're welcome, cow. Glad you enjoyed that hay. Okay. Only one more animal to feed.
Bark, 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 bark.
Oh, you know what to feed the sheep?
Bark. Bark, bark, bark.
Oh. Well, go ahead and feed it some grass.
Bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Wow. That sheep really loved that grass.
Bark, bark, bark.
Hi there. Did you feed my animals?
We sure did. All 3 of your animals are fed.
Oh good. Thanks for feeding my animals. That was very nice of you.
Of course. Glad we could help. Come on, Blue. We better get going. Bye, farmer.
Bye. Come back and visit soon.
LA, 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 LA.
Okay. We're back. Now let's find our last clue so we can figure out what Spot wants to do.
Bark, bark, bark.
You found the last clue? Where?
Bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark.
Oh. Good find, Blue. Our last clue is a cone.
Bark, bark, bark.
Right. We need to draw the clue with our handy-dandy
Bark, bark.
notebook. Right. Okay, so, a cone. First a circle for the top of the cone, 2 lines for a triangular shape of the cone, a square for the bottom, and a line for the bottom of the square, and there. A cone. We have all 3 clues to figure out what Spot wants to do. We're ready to sit in our
Bark, bark, bark.
thinking chair. Let's go.